I think back to all the days of like bonfires, snake dance, when you're in high school. And I'm not even sure if snake dance was a thing by the time I was in high school, but I remember when I was 10 or 11, like my aunt would be all up in that stuff. She'd be saying, tonight's the snake dance, bonfire. Just, they run everything. They always have. Who rises? Katie Mack said, Trump on the third day after his fate. Yes. If you're new, welcome. Like Jamie said, it's hard to go back and start re-explaining things to people. I would go back, if you're new, I would go back to my old channel, which is called Telling Truth Archives. Click playlist. Go down to a little video series called Trump is the Antichrist. It's 56 videos. And then on this channel, click playlist, and it continues. Trump Antichrist playlist with 5 more. Okay, what do we have? We don't have any more comments. I forgot to do comments yesterday. I really didn't have time. I had traveled. I had a rough weekend. I did not get to bed early last night because I stayed up late and did videos, but let's go through them. Start at the bottom. That's how we do it, isn't it? Because we have our format that I will try to stick to as much as possible. This is Bible study. Hang on. But what Michael said about the 16th is it's 888 and 888. Okay, it's 1776, which is double 888 days from, I think, when he said, I have a lot of enemies out there. It's the last time you'll see me for a while. Was that it, Michael? Calm before the storm. That's what it was. The calm before the storm. This is the, in front of Abe Lincoln's portrait and all that. That's what it was. It's 888 days from when he said that, or 1776 days from when he said that. And then that is, let me set up the counter so y'all can get a visual. 1776 days too, which is 888 plus 888. That's good stuff. Michael's really looking hardcore at this day, and more so than I am. But it is a doozy of a day. It is a doozy of a day. So I hope it comes in for him. Last time you'll see me for a while. Also, Gettysburg Address. Per movie Minority Report. Bruce Buffer, it's time. It's his birthday. Day of the Dead, release date, USA. March 11th, 2020. That's 888 days. March 11th. (2020). Well, thank you. 888 days, not including both dates. They all fell perfect without including both dates. If you include both dates, they were yesterday. So very interesting. Hardcore day. Lots going on. March 11th. Boom, 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 boom. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. There's no sense on me putting 888. I should have done that a long time ago. And then the 17th is, I don't know if I'll do a video tomorrow, because what do I have tomorrow? I got doctor's appointments. Yeah, my one doctor appointment. Annual. With the one I have to pay out of pocket to, because my insurance won't cover them. Then I have a more natural, real doctor that I go to in Tampa. where no insurance will take him because he doesn't play by their rules. So when you look at the 17th on Wednesday, that is the day Ken Miles died. And I'll get to more personal stuff later on it. Mission Impossible, Saturday Night Fever, release date. The soundtrack was found in the Georgia Guidestones. The World in 2020 Economist cover that has Trump exit hits on the 17th. So on Wednesday. The Dark Knight release date, RFK assassination date, June 6, 1968. Julia Roberts' birthday. Her first movie was Mystic Pizza. Her birthday is the Gateway Arch. They talk about Pizzagate. Trump. Look at that. I put 2 R's in there. I was in West Palm, close to Mar-a-Lago. Coming back from Miami, I went to one of those organic places to get a nice lunch, which was my breakfast, but it was me breaking fast, but it's about 12:30. Trump inauguration converges on that date also. Let's go to the 18th in case I don't get anything. I can't. There's too much. 18th is gigantic. It's Trump's birth. I'll go ahead and go through it. It's Trump's birth. It's total lunar. Book. Trump, the America We Deserve. January 15th, 2000. Release date. 9/11 World Trade Center prediction. Okay. Yeah, Trump had made a comment in the book that was a little off color concerning predictive programming. Yeah. Death of Napoleon, one of the 7 kings. Trump compared himself, Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Donald Trump are all cut from the same cloth. It's also my mom's birthday. Also, my second wife started crying. I remember she cried 16 straight days from August 2nd on. Never seen her cry before. Second wife said she sat through the whole movie. I cried through the whole movie. She didn't cry a bit. And others the same. But that dug deep. And that's also the last time I had sex, August 18th. So those are big. That and the 19th, that's like the kind of the new beginning of it. So very interesting. Assassination of Garfield, Billie Eilish birthday. She sang the theme song for No Time to Die. Blood Moon, total lunar eclipse of 2015, one of the tetrads. Donnie Darko release date, Sundance. And 28 days later, release date. Total lunar eclipse, September 5th or 6th, 1979. Eye of the Tiger song, release date, 404 in length. That's how many verses are in Revelation. May 31st, 1982. Hunger Games, release date. Folks, it's filling the page. I'm still scrolling. March 13th, Friday the 13th, on March 13th, 2020, when the USA was officially locked up. Trump election day, 2016. November 8th is 88. And also this year's total lunar is on that same 88. Y'all, Thursday, 8/18, Giganticus. Especially if he gets hit and then dies on the Friday. Because they gave us that date. Remember? 9 times 11 times 2001. You have a 19 and an 8 in there. So I'm not going to get into those now. Let's get to the comments. Something I was thinking about, I know you mentioned 718 a few times. That is Kings County, Brooklyn area code. Yeah, now 718 was the release of The Dark Knight. It's also that crazy 1 year later a double event with a girl almost married. But you got Porsche 911 and Porsche 718. If we reverse it, 817 could be another 88 day. Okay, in the way Christian does numbers. Don't know what you have in the grid for that day, and we just read it. So interesting. Thank you. August 17, 2022 is the 229 day of the year. There are 136 days left. Yeah. Some more personal stuff. 33rd Wednesday of 2022, 34th week of 2022. This is my second comment on this video. I can't, the first, hopefully you can, it was about the market at 333. Remind me of Jesus 3 days, 3 nights, rising on the third day at 33 years old. If you can't see my first comment, I'll try to repost. Don't know if you saw this. Former New York Police Department commissioner says FBI raid doesn't stop Trump. Their next move will be assassination. Yeah, we talked about that. It's so nutty. Following the FBI raid, Mar-a-Lago estate, Bernard Carrick tweeted what he thinks will happen next. Yeah. And just like in the other third world countries, yeah, they called it a banana republic. If today's raid on Biden's FBI doesn't stop Trump from running 2024, the next move will be assassination like a banana republic. Just came across this thought, find it interesting. Supposedly last year on 88 miles per hour, 121 gigawatts of electricity. Sounds like it's right out of Back to the Future. Nuclear fusion breakthrough confirmed. California team cheese mission by Jess Thomas's 8/12/2022 at 9:20 a.m. Researchers at Lawrence Livermore National Libraries. A nuclear fusion, power sun, hydrogen atoms. Yeah, if y'all want to read all of it, good stuff, Christian. It's on September 7th. It is then. And Christian made it 3 days ago. So that video was a while back. Solid Lion said, as you mentioned, 97 for some reason made me thought of the 76 gas station, the inverse. And so 90, yeah, okay. Where somebody spilled 3,100 gallons of fuel 7 months ago, and a 31-year-old man. Well, 7 and 31, there's so much for July 31st. That is one of those ginormous days. That might be my favorite grid day. Yeah, it's the 9/11 event. It's when the twin Trumps went down, and I got colossal stuff for the personal too. So if I remember to do it later, I will. Strangely enough, owned by a company called Phillips 66. 66 book of the Bible is Revelation. Trump's 66 penthouse, even though it's 58 stories high. Apparently 76 has been featured several times in films, even Jurassic Park, in relation to the T-Rex, Trump King. Very good, my friend. Something just dawned on me, Christian said. I wonder if the documents are related to his uncle, John Trump, and Tesla. Tesla supposedly had so many inventions that it is known to be the master of lightning. Well, you need to watch that movie, The Prestige. It's about cloning and Tesla, but it's the same director, main actor, and co-star of The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, the whole Dark Knight trilogy. Michael Caine, Christian Bale, and the director, another Christian. Yeah, it's pretty freaky. Earthquake machine, all that. Yeah. 121 gigawatts. Let me see it come across a few times. I've seen it. Real-time Bill Maher, the King Trump Bible. HBO. HBO's got a thing called the King Trump Bible. Hang on a second.
A couple of weeks ago,
Oh, back in 2015. It's called Real Time of Bill Maher, the King Trump Bible. Okay.
one of the greatest books of all time. Second to the Bible. Right. Really, it's the second?
Second to the Bible.
Greatest book of all time. Not Great Expectations or Huckleberry Finn or The Rise and Fall of the Old. Right, Roman Empire. Okay. Moby Dick. So then he kind of got himself into this pickle where he has to defend his knowledge of the Bible. They asked him a couple of weeks ago what his favorite passage was. I don't like to say. Two person.
So Bill, of course, knowing who he is, they love to make their jokes.
Asked him again this week, and he got caught. He said his favorite passage was from Proverbs, never bend to envy. And they looked it up, it doesn't exist. Nothing even close to.
Unbelievable. And they're all laughing.
Bobby Jindal had a great line. He said, the reason we know he's never read the Bible, he's not in the Bible.
And of course, he is in the Bible.
But see, here's the thing, Bobby Jindal. He's not in the King James version.
Did y'all see the two fingers up? That's mystery Babylonian hand signal.
But see, here's
right there. And you'll see many preachers do that. And I've seen the football guys do it. But when I first learned about FM hand signals, that pops up like crazy. That one.
the thing, Bobby Jindal. He's not in the King James version. He's got his own version, as he has a version of everything. It's the King Trump Bible.
I remember that.
Right. Would you like to hear some passages from the King Trump Bible? In the beginning, the earth was without form and void, like Jeb Bush's campaign.
No.
The earth was
I just have to stop every once in a while where I get a copyright strike. It's not really because I want to interrupt.
very low energy. On the way out of Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot's wife looked backwards, was turned into a pillar of salt. But let's face it, she wasn't like a 10 anymore. Job cried out to God, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And the Lord said, because you're a loser and your props are terrible.
Not funny. Blasphemy.
It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. I will build a needle so world class.
I will build a needle so world class a herd of camels could get through. And I will make God pay for it. So that's like a taking his Mexican wall, blaspheming.
Camels to get through it.
You know, the AI wrote this for them.
And I will make God pay for it. Listen to the meek, because they're really terrific people, and they love me. The meek are going to inherit so much they're going to get tired of inheriting.
All right. Let me see. Where's he at? HBO. Yeah, thank you for that, Christian. More thing just came to mind. The radio of the day, rating is safe. Hitting Trump forward to 4 hours. Finally got the right one. Right out of Back to the Future. Safe had the weapon that killed Marty's father. It also had the almanac that told all the results, sports, the almanac, time travel. That's pretty interesting, Christian. Thank you for that. The FBI knew the safe was hidden behind Trump's portrait. Took them 4 hours, but they finally found the right one. That's the narrative, of course. Right out of Back to the Future, Biff's safe had the weapon that killed Marty's father, and it also had the almanac that told the results of all the, yeah. If you look up Project Looking Glass, it's about time travel technology, which, by the way, does not exist. Fallen Angels, in my opinion, it does. Yeah, anyway. It's about time travel technology. It's connection to Tesla, tech, John Trump. Supposedly it was Tesla technology that John got after Tesla's death. If I remember correctly, could be used to look back in time and also forward to a certain point. Has connections to the Philadelphia experiment. I think, in my opinion, the reason why they discuss time travel is because the fallen angels know past, present, future explicitly, because they're not in our dimension of time and space. If I remember correct, around 2012, no matter what was going on the timeline, merged into one or two separate possibilities. It's a little like the TV show Quantum Leap in theory. Thank you, my friend. I remember research project Looking Glass years ago. Supposed it was don't on a base. I think what I'll do is do these comments, do my personal, close it out, and then read Michael's prep. Let Michael have his own video with his prep. Remember, research project list. If you had good intentions, benefit future present. Supposedly, a few different countries and governments had access to this tech. Very good. That's still on the September 7th. It is then. I like September 7th. Well, I like September 5th. I'm sorry. Michael said I-95 goes all the way up the East Coast. That's Beast Out of the Sea Road right there. Oh, really only the state of Florida and into Georgia and just into South Carolina does it follow along the ocean. And it starts to get inland. Oh boy, you sure get the idea, don't you? Look at that, 95 just right up. Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's keep going with Christian's comments. One thing about Back to the Future scene with Biff and the safe, he has a magazine on his desk that says Shelby Mustang. Ooh, good get, good call. Sorry, it says special Shelby issue Mustang. Okay, still though. Thank you. Yeah, Michael did some serious gematria on all that. Last comment, Strong's Concordance, Revelation 13:3. The word death is 2288. No, day 228 is tomorrow, 8/16. Joe, I love what you're saying because of the 228. Oh, in other words, I'm scrambling. I'm changing around a little bit about what you're saying. Michael talked about the 228 today and the coding that is in gematria. And then I told him something where I had a little synchronicity with that, and 228 was the number. It was something I had talked about with him months ago. Strong's Concordance, Revelation 13:3. The word death is 2288. Text to Trump 88022. 82622 Gregorian equals 813 Julian. 8 times 13 times 22 is 2288. Wow. Y'all know I'm big on that 826 too. And UFC doesn't have anything going on that week. It's also a Friday the 13th. Yeah, if you factor in the Julian. Next day is a new moon. Yeah, I remember that. I was saying that he would die on the dark side of the moon. Be very big on 8/16, 8/17, 8/18, 8/19. Don't forget the 22nd. I think Back to the Future 753 is July 53rd, which is, there's always August 21st. I am the chosen one and the total solar that fell on that day, but that 8/22 for July 53rd. Some other stuff had popped up in that that I put in my prep, and fascinating. Joe, thank you. I don't know if you use Stellarium, but 826 Gregorian Stellarium shows the sun at Leo and the moon right above it in the heart of Leo. Wow. Very good. I think what I'll do is my prep and then my personal, because I think my prep has some personal. And then we're going to try, Michael's got 46 loaded right now. We'll try to put a big dent into that with its own video. Hysteria, which is what happens when you open the book of Revelation with all the war, the famine, the death. So Def Leppard, Hysteria came out in 1988. When you look at the names of the songs, do I have it in here? I might. Hysteria, Def Leppard album. Armageddon it. Gods of War. Don't shoot shotgun. Is that because I've got one? I'm not supposed to use it? Armageddon. Gods of War. Hysteria. Came out in 1988. I did progress it. Hasta la vista, baby was also I'll be back, right? Same movie. That's the Antichrist. See you later. Oh, I'll be back. Twin Towers. Hasta la vista. I'll be back. One World Trade Center. Rise back up. What movie did Arnold say hasta la vista, baby? It was Terminator 2. What movie did Arnold say, I'll be back? So it's Terminator 2. And notice they're backwards as far as order. But that's how they roll. Backwards and forwards. All right, and the interstate to Miami to West Palm, it's I-95. Yeah, I've already done this with y'all. Now, 9 to 5 could also be September 25th, working 9 to 5. September 25th does come to that 19th on the progression. And that 19th has a lot of good stuff. So, yeah, working 9 to 5. Uh, 1988 September 11th eclipse. By the way, I thought I ran that September 11th, 1988. Yeah, I thought I loaded all of them. Maybe I didn't. I wanted to be cute and just scramble them. Like October 2nd, 2001, all that kind of stuff. Just scramble everything around. Anyway, let's keep going here. Bond car tag 4269 that was on the front of his car, No Time to Die. When you times that by Trump's number, which is 6 times 14 times 1946, you get the 97 right there for September. It'll be the day he rises, September 7th. In the number, you also have an 827 for August 27th, and then it ends with an 816 for tomorrow, this 228 day. Weird, they knew I'd be doing this system. Of course they do. Again, my opinion, they can see the past, present, future. No sweat. Lands on September 7th. Yeah, when I was 14308 days from my birth, it does land on September 7th. Ronnie Spears, The Things We Do for Love. I remember he was the only person I ever known was born on 9/11. He died early, and sat next to him at a funeral of a guy born 11/17, and the guy on the other side of me was born on 11/17. And I remember I ended up dating his girlfriend. He said that was their song, The Things We Do for Love, and then she became my high school sweetheart. And so I went ahead and tracked it. And it progressed to September 17th. The only thing that's interesting about 917 is 9 times 17 is 153 for the 153 fish. Now, there was a series that Nicole Kidman did called The Undoing. Nicole Kidman, The Undoing trailer. So a really fascinating series. So you see the NYPD police. It was very captivating. I watched it. It grab you quick. So, oh, and if I'm not mistaken, they featured constantly One World Trade Tower. I mean, wouldn't they always?
Hey.
Is this seizing Trump stuff? Is that what's going on?
Hey.
There it is. Y'all saw it, One World Trade Tower. Watch it right there. Saw it all the time. They always featured it. So the undoing. Okay.
A rich, entitled seal the ugly truths. And they think they can.
So the undoing, of course, is when he goes down. That's the undoing. That opens the book of Revelation, begins a downward spiral for the earth. And then the Antichrist can get to his job, which is to cleanse the sheep. And I ciphered it out. It's 666 days on our July 22nd. I put July 23rd. Hang on just a second. Yeah, that was just a brain typo error. On 8/22, which is July 53rd, Back to the Future, all the clocks are on 7:53. Unless he's going down at 7:53 a.m., there's nothing to that. And the first thing that popped in my mind the first time it just never ended was July 53rd. So it's just a continuation of July. And of course, July and August were added. Now, when you think of September, the numbers 75 and 57. September was the 7th month, as October was the 8th month. And I'm not even going to get into all the 57 stuff, but 57 is one of the most prominent numbers in my numbering system. And, you know, since we're on my personal time now, don't forget that second wife, Candy, the C and the Y, her name is literally 3 and 25, and my thing is multiplication. So that's 75. That's September 5th again. So I can't help but that just being such a big focus. Because just like No Time to Die was released on October 8th for 88. October, Octopus, Octagon 8, October 8th. The big psyop that took place with Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban. Oh, and don't forget, y'all, they will face each other. They keep saying it on October 8th. This old feud that got created. So, yeah, the September 5th is 57, 75, 95, 59. I got married on Highway 559. But this undoing, 666 days after its opening, its release on HBO, it is on August 22nd. Is it a big grid day? Hardly. It's One World Trade Tower opening. It's Mystic Pizza, USA Today release date, featuring Julia Roberts, who's born on the Gateway Arch date of the 28th. It came out in 1988. She's Pizzagate. I mean, she's Gateway Arch birthday. Here's Mystic Pizza. So Pizza Gateway Arch. Pizza Gate was really about maybe the Gateway Arch and Soleimani Death Day. It's only 3 items, but it's crazy. I'd put July 53rd right up here. Sure did. So, the following day would be Olympus Has Fallen. Yeah, boy. It's on a Monday, not one of our bigger days, but we'll be keeping an eye on it. All right. Did I finish my prep? Oh. Hysteria Def Leppard lands on August 21st. Hysteria Def Leppard, August 21st. Gators, the Florida Gator football program is the one program in the nation you have to keep your eye on because that's the Devil's Advocate. They have their 7th coach of the 7 Kings. Their head coach is repping Trump, 1000%. And all the other coaches came and left. It was all theater. And Spurrier's the first one. He's got Hitler's birthday. And so now that we know college football's faked, that his whole system, his whole life probably has been kind of scripted. Dad was a preacher also. And it opened yesterday, this new center, James W. Hefner Football Training Center. So, and it's got the word heaven in it. Heavener. So I thought to say to myself, got to tell it to Michael. It's got the word heaven into it. That's just pretty mind-blowing, isn't it? Takes a few clicks and a few moments for it to then let you come in. Y'all can see that. Want to change the color? Yeah. Fascinating. So now I really would like Michael to do some gematria, either on the man's name. They call it the Hefner Training Center. You know, the coach made a big deal today. First thing he talks about.
We obviously yesterday was a big deal.
Yesterday was a big deal because we opened heaven. Isn't he on that?
And a big step relative to University of Florida.
Oh, the Devil's Advocate. Go Gators.
Gator football. Obviously moving into the Hefner Center.
Hefner Center.
Is a big deal.
Hefner Center.
You know, and
so when he's saying it's a big deal, then that's certainly something that raises my eyebrow. That's all. All right, there's Mike's prep right there. And if I finish up with my grid, there's nothing for the 16th. 17th is second wife's anniversary, second wedding, and my stepdaughter's birthday. My Mayday friend and I, don't forget, Trump is 1.63. Had it right the first time. He's 163,464, and I'm 82362. My Mayday friend turned that many days old on that big day of March 11th. 33 days later, I turned that many days old. 33 days after that was a total lunar eclipse. So And when you look at it, there's a 322 directly in the middle with 4 numbers on the left and the right. So the 322 is centered in Trump and I's combined number. So again, my Mayday friend, first 5, then me. Well, when you combine my Mayday friend and I, she's got the 925 number built in. May 1st, 1985. There's the 9 to 5 or September 25th. But we times that by my number. The first 3, it is 817, and that's when Ken Miles died, who Christian Bale played in a movie. It is when my second wife and I got married. My stepdaughter, who has the 138, the 88, and the 86ing of the 138, which is Donald Trump, or the 88 for Trump, built into her number. Now, how many days old am I? 223, 22, or 22, 322. So on the combined day where she and I make a 322 and Trump and I's combined number, remember, she and I, those days that lands her on March 11th. And then me on the anniversary of the Lord calling me out of the world, beginning the process of Trump and I's combined number has a 322 in the middle. The 3 is the last 5 digits of her amount of days old. She was that many days old. First 5 digits of Trump and I's combined number on March 11th. Well, there's a 322 that sits in the middle of Trump and I's combined number that her anomaly is a part of. And I'll have a 322 in the amount of days old I am on that day. So 17th is just big. Ken Miles' death. Saturday Night Fever release date. The soundtrack was found in Georgia Guidestones. It's Mission Impossible. They're going to open a book of Revelation. The World in 2020 Economist cover. Dark Knight release date. RFK assassination. Julia Roberts. Been over it. Trump inauguration. The following day is Trump birth. Well, that's him being born again. No, wait. He rises on the 3rd day. So. But the rebirthing process has sure begun, according to iPad Goat. And then the America we deserve begins. It's the day after. August 17th is tremendous. All right, love y'all.